Look at that, right on time.
Hell
Right
yeah.
on time. What's up, everybody?
What we got?
Happy Friday.
Let's see. Oh, now I can see the comments and all that. Okay, bet.
Yeah.
You
You're
know
not on
what?
screen,
Last
though.
time
You're
I
not on
wasn't
screen,
logged
though.
in.
How's the connection going? What up, fellas?
Let's see.
You're not on screen, bro.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh shit, my bad. Hold on. Oh, I gotta put the my bad, my bad.
What up, everybody? Happy Friday.
No, I'm in the studio, bro. I think you gotta put me on.
I did.
Nah. It says everyone can see and hear you. I'm in the show.
They can't see you?
Nah, you got you on your end. I think you gotta throw me in. No?
Bro, let me see.
See.
Nah, bro, you're in. I think you went. Did you turn off your can anybody see? Can anybody see him?
Let's see.
You must have hit a setting or something.
Let me see.
But what up, everybody? Happy Friday. Happy Friday. How's everybody doing? What up, Tony? I'm gonna just go turtle. Talking masa. Not today, man. It can't always be about the PCs. Nobody can see the homie, huh?
Nah,
Yeah,
dude, I
bro.
don't know. I'm in
I
here,
would
bro.
back out and come back in. There was something you did that your screen went dark. Because I can't even put you on stage. Let me see.
Yeah, see, now I'm
There
in.
you go. There you go.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah,
hold
yeah.
on.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Well, let's try this one. What's this one? Oh, there we go. What up, fellas? Yeah. Turn camera on. What up, chat? I've never seen you before. You might be from the other side. What up, Tony? But other than that, what's good, fellas? Man, we're just hanging out today, bro. Man, we're just gonna chill, man. We're gonna give the other side a little bit of time, man, and we're just gonna move on, bro. You know, I'm not gonna hold you guys here for an hour just to talk about the fucking PCs, bro. Who's this talking? Taking him out? Oh,
You got some
oh no! Oh yeah, look, I'm in the shoe, bro. Look, I got wheelers and everything.
Yeah, sending kites, all of that.
Yeah, but other than that, what's going on, man? I haven't been really keeping up. I think Kimos might have did one or two clips on me. I don't really. I saw one of them. I know he put me in ET. That was clever. Other than that,
Hell no.
I don't really know what's going on out there. But I know nobody ain't taking no shots, so fuck all that, man. Yeah, bro. So we want to do something different, man. Just chill, conversate, bro. We want to talk some football. Me and the homie were talking about the differences between Chicago and Los Angeles.
Hell yeah.
I do have a video coming that I've been working on for a few days with some of the homies from the area I grew up in. That's going to be dope. West side of LA, the mid city area specifically, which is really small. What up, homie? So again, bro, I mean, I could spend like 10 minutes on the pesetas, bro, and then I'm gonna move it forward. You know what I mean? We could just talk some football, talk Chicago, talk LA, give the homies some time. You know, it's more chill, more relaxed. You know what I mean?
Hey, how's it look on my end though? Everything looks clear. Everything.
Yeah, bro. You're good.
I bet. Yeah.
What do you think, bro? Sounds like a plan, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Again, I don't know what's going on out there. Who have I watched? Let me see. Nobody really, bro. I did see a few people were doing videos on the Norteño. They went to LA. I saw a little bit of that, bro. What else? What else is out there? That's probably it, man. I mean, right now I'm just watching High Power Fitness. I've been watching some other content, bro. I'm trying to find content that I can react to. I'm looking for old ass tagger videos, tag banger videos. There's videos on my area, but they mention too much, man. They say too many names. I don't want to do none of that. But I am excited for football tomorrow. I believe the Buffalo Bills I believe Josh Allen will go get it done, bro. You know what? What's the double life? What up, bro? Double S, yes, sir. You know what? The Cubano, bro, the Cuban. I mean, the Cuban. But Miami's tough, bro. At home, Miami's got history, bro. The Hurricanes won a few national championships. So I don't know. But I'm more right now worried about the Bills, bro. Even if they win, they got to go to Houston. And the homie right here is a Chicago Bears fan. I think the Bears are going to handle business. Right?
Hell yeah, we're gonna handle that, Benny. Hey, I'm just sorry to say, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? The Rams are from LA, so they're not used to this cold, bro. It's gonna be 10 degrees. It's
Yeah.
gonna be like -10 with the wind chill, bro.
What up,
I
Willie?
mean,
Yeah.
I know old boy fucking he he used to be with the Tigers. I mean the Tigers, fucking with the Lions and shit. But that was an indoor, that was a dome team, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hey, Tony. So I will say this. Who's this? Oh man, thanks for stopping by. I mean, 25 sopas for that. Hold on. 49. Yeah. Hey, the Niners are on a 3-game losing Super Bowl streak, bro. Because they lost to Baltimore and then they lost twice to the Chiefs. But Tony, I did have so he called me. I ain't gonna say it. So I will say this. Now I know what others feel like when they go back in your content and point out discrepancies. Because I parole from High Desert, right? But I said D section in one of my videos. So the guy he left multiple comments and all kinds of stuff like that. I said, bro, I got my sporting news that I parole with, whatever, right? And so I guess in one of my videos I said D section when there's only A, B, and C, only A, B, and C. But I don't remember. I never did the lower higher yard shit, bro. I got to High Desert. I went straight to D building, D block. Never left that block. Handball courses, but I felt honored that somebody would go back, watch my content, find discrepancies, and try to catch me up. You know what I mean? So that was cool. You know what I'm saying? But thank God I got my high debt. See, that's how much of a sports fan I am, bro. As a matter of fact, I feel like I'm in my cell right now. Look, all that sporting news from the 90s and shit, bro. Remember Kurt Warner?
Oh yeah.
Look at that. Oh, speaking of Niners, look at that. Oh, yeah. Let me see. High Desert. Yeah, whatever, bro. You know what I mean? I think I was on the same, because I don't remember the lower the higher, bro. But he is right about something, because over the handball court, back in the day, I think that yard was no good, bro. I do. I just don't fucking remember. But the handball will go to the other side sometimes, and I want to swear that yard, they were shaky. It was something about that yard. But fool try to tell me there was no A building, bro. Please. But other than you, what's up, bro?
Man, bro.
Got anything you want to say about any of the dudes out there? I ain't really got too much to say about.
I mean, basically, hold on, let me fix this mic. I mean, shit. I mean, basically, they, say they're on the same old shit, regurgitating fucking old stories, fucking sharing up, making content on other people's content. Like, it's just, they ain't got shit to talk about, bro. Them fake stories run out sooner or later,
Yeah. Yeah, and I don't want to hold people here for like an hour, bro, just talking about them names. You know what I mean?
We got other shit to talk about, bro.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? So this is kind of like a transitioning away from that, bro. I mean, if they take a shot,
bro,
or something happens out there, what I call the peseta yard, yeah, we could talk about it, but it's been quiet. They don't say my name, I don't say their name, but I'm gonna continue to cook.
Hey, I'm gonna talk my shit, bro. Fuck them, like I said.
Oh yeah, fuck them all day.
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, those motherfuckers call each other plotting. Hey, you see Bam Bam, ooh, or you see Cholo, like, man, yeah. Hey, I'm drinking a big ass cup of this shit, bro.
Can't say if they in good standing Niners. Yeah, bro, William, and that's a thing that's like, me personally, like explaining that, bro, it's tiresome. Like, I don't know what people want to hear, but I just don't pay attention to that no more. Again, if somebody's active, why are they going to be on the internet? No active game members are going to be on the internet, bro. It's like telling on yourself. It's like a no-brainer. So I don't really understand why people get caught up in that. You know what I mean? I really don't. Like, and here's the thing: I could 100% say that I ain't ever going back to prison, bro. So, you know what I mean? Like, I did my time years ago, bro. I'm glad. Like that dude, I was telling the dude in my comment section, I'm glad I forgot that there was a lower yard. I don't even remember because I think Mouse Campoleto, we were on the same yard, but I was in D building. I know there was 4 buildings, bro. But so this Standies is retired, bro. I mean, I don't know what to say, or I don't know, unless there should be another name given.
Yeah.
They pretend to be down, but how they bad, they pretend to be down. That too. I mean, and that's another thing. I mean, you can game bang and stop, you know what I mean? Or not catch a case or not catch a crime, you know what I mean? There's a lot of things that goes into like people that are gang related out there, bro.
And it ain't gonna happen, bro. He said, I hope the
Oh
Bears
yeah.
go down. Damn, no, bro. LA gonna lose, my boy.
Yeah, me too, William. Best decision I ever made, bro. But I left in 2015. You know, I can say that I was, doing my thing, if you will, from 2000 to 05. But other than that, um, and like I said, I only did one term. Thank God, bro. Yeah, pretty much, Tony. That's exact. Tony, I gotta figure it out, bro. I tried to give you a wrench. I mean, I don't know why it wouldn't let me. That's what I mean. Like, I didn't. A lot of people didn't go out, but back ass backwards. You know what I mean?
You
I'm
know
just
what?
trying to
Look at
create a space, huh?
let
Go
me
ahead.
let me just say something real quick about so I'm listening to you guys talk about like the whole situation as far as like going to prison, um, good standings, dropout. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, look at a lot of the motherfuckers that like I'm gonna make an example, right? Like Chicano too, right?
Mm-hmm.
When he first came on here, he was, like I said before the last live, he was humble. He was just talking about like you could actually see he was always smiling in those videos. When he first jumped on, when he was like all grainy and shit and like jumping on Gunner's lives and shit, like he was all fucking happy go lucky. Now he sits there like he's fucking
Mm-hmm.
oh boy from La Onda and shit. You know what I'm saying? Fucking metal and shit. Like, come on, bro, relax, dude.
Yeah.
He wants to be the YouTube gangster on fucking, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, bro. Like to me, it's just like it's okay, bro. You're 45 years old, bro. I'm 40. I'm 45. I'll be 46 next month. Well, in March and shit. But bro, I don't give a fuck about none of that gang shit no more. None of that. Like I said, bro, everybody's a man. Everybody got families. You know what I'm saying? Like that's where it's at. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
But trying to be on here, bro. I could talk about all the stupid shit I did in my life. You know what I'm saying? I never went to prison, thank God. I did catch a felony, you know what I'm saying? But I was able to get it vacated. I was able to get a lawyer to get my shit brought back up and get my shit vacated. So now I'm a non-felon, which is all good. But point being is like, dude, who gives a fuck? You don't get an award, you don't get points, you know what I'm saying? Like to me, it's just like the way you carry yourself as an adult man now is what people are gonna see now.
Right.
Not what you did, you know, in Mikey's situation when he was in YA type deal. You know what I'm saying? Like he was talking about how he was Cyclone and all the shootings and how they robbed somebody. Like the other day, he was talking about an old robbery. Oh, we went in there and we tried to find the videotape and we couldn't find it. Like, and to me, that sounds like he told a story on fucking on what the fuck what's that damn movie with O Dog and shit. I can't remember right now.
Oh, Minister Society.
Yeah, it seems like
Yeah.
he told that story, bro. And then he dropped the 40 and left fingerprints. That's what I think.
Yeah. I don't know, man. What him is he puts it. He wants again, like I said last week. I'm not paying $14.99. I really don't care. And Farmero is from his area and said it ain't all that serious. So I don't know why he hides it. I guess I don't know. Maybe there's a little bit of embarrassment, but
Because he's trying to be like Gunner, bro. Mikey wants to be Gunner so bad. He wants to be high power fitness so bad. He wants to
Ooh,
be he wants to be these guys, right? Look at Mikey's always talking about all this gang shit and all this OG. He's all blasted up. It sounds like you're jealous, bro. You know what I'm saying? It sounds like old boy got that Montero on his chest and he's jealous, bro, because he had to black his shit out and put the fucking American Eagle and fucking whatever the fucking the Iron Man arms and shit. I don't know, whatever, bro.
yeah.
Hell
Oh,
yeah.
look, you got a hater, bro. You got a hater.
Hey, it's all good, dog. Shit.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? I love it.
yeah.
Fucking right. Mikey's a dropout too. Yeah, he's a super dropout, dog. He's a validated dropout.
We'll see with Orange County, bro. I was just talking about Orange County with Mouse Campolero. Bars out there in Orange County, dude. We're cracking, bro. But yeah. So what a 187. No, 187. We're just. I'm trying to transition slowly away from. Not going to give them dudes that much time. You know what I mean? Like
Hey, I told
again,
I told
I'll repeat.
187, pass me the filero.
Yeah, yeah. I'll repeat. I want to hold people for an hour talking about them names. You know. But we can't talk about. Well, look. Okay, so me and a homie were talking about it. So I grew up in LA. He grew up in Chicago. The Mexican food out here, I'm not that fond of. I would have to go deep into Chicago, like on 25th Street
26th
to
Street,
get
bro.
that
Little village for
yeah,
sure.
little
Fire.
village, yeah, and
Pilsen
that's
for
all what like
sure.
Latin Kings, the lot
That's
of
26, Land King.
yeah.
That's it. Little village. That's all there is
Well,
on that side.
well, I remember telling him the story, and my girl, my wife can attest to it. So I went, I guess it's the north side of Chicago to go get Boricua food,
Humble
right?
Park.
Yeah, and I go in and I see I'll just call them homies. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. It was warm weather, right? I think one of my kids was just born. I don't remember. So I go to the bathroom, but when I go to the bathroom, they kind of because I had a short, I had a regular t-shirt, and so they kind of see my tattoos. And I just, I give the friendly nod, you know what I mean? The respectful nod. I go to the bathroom, I take a piss, I come out, they're standing right there, and they told me what you be about.
Yep.
When they said that, I was like, okay, right then in politics, baby. Right then, I simply had to identify. Look, we're from two different parts of the country. Let me
Mm-hmm.
just say, hey, homie, I'm not sure what that means, but I gave him my handshake. But when I gave him my handshake, I raised up my hand so they could see the three dots, and then he saw, and then we shook hands. I was like, hey, bro, from LA. I just moved out here. I'm just wanting some Boricua food. I live up woo woo woo. And they're like, oh, okay, homie. Well, this is. And he even shook my hand a certain way, like the way it was different, right?
Did he say what he was by chance? Because there's a
No,
lot of
he
shit
just
over
told
there.
me. No, he just told me like in the Chicago style talking, like, hey, well, welcome, blah blah blah. It was a quick.
Yeah.
It was respectful after that. It was, and then the other, all right, homie. I told him I did say, I did speak out of context, homies. I did say, oh, I'm a Sureño, right? When I should have said Southsider, right? But I
Either
figured
way.
that so they could identify it, and they were like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, homie, yeah, yeah. So it
Yeah.
was all good. Now
Yeah.
that's
They
the
know what's
only
up.
time, and I've been through Chicago a lot. That's the only time I've ever like had any issues because I don't live in the city of Chicago, right?
Yeah.
I live
For the most part, bro, like obviously you did the right thing. You
right.
told them, look, I'm not from here. I'm from LA. Boom, I'm just visiting or I just moved here, whatever the deal. Like they're not gonna fuck with you on GP just because like you're not an enemy. You've never done shit to them for them to, saying fuck with you type deal.
Yeah.
Only thing I will say is this though, like that hey, shout out to Barn Dog and shout out to everybody else in the chat. The three dots, right? So check it out, right? So like
No, he should be here. Yeah, go ahead. My bad.
the three dots out there means what? Like that my crazy life, right? Like maybe is that what
Yeah,
I
maybe
mean?
the
That's
loca.
the
I
name?
think it was. I don't even
Okay.
remember, bro.
Yeah, so like out here, right in the city, well, out in the Midwest, but primarily Chicago. I'm gonna stick to Chicago, like I said, because I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. There's parts of like Indiana, Chicago, Minnesota, Wisconsin. They have the same types of gangs in Chicago, but their etiquette's a lot different. You know what I'm saying? Like some of them try too hard because they're in small cities or small towns and they don't have no enemies, so they want to be extra hard. You understand? So they might fuck with you. They might fuck with you on that tip just because they got nobody. They got nobody else to fight. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. So like that three dots, right out there,
Mhm.
it means some, and over here we use five dots and six dots, right? Um, so for the six dots, some people use the three. Obviously, three times two is six. So some they're called folks, right? So the folks will use three
Mhm.
or six. So like I said, it depends. Or like if you're under the fin, you're gonna have five dots. You know that type of shit, whatever. But yeah, I mean they was respectful to you. So at least in that notion, that was pretty cool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
my bad,
it's
guys.
just how you move, bro. As long as you show
I'm
respect.
respectful, bro.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah. Of
know, I know
course,
how
I
to
could
talk to
tell. I
people.
could tell. I could tell. Trust me,
Yeah,
bro.
I
Like
know
I
I
said,
crash out on here, but that's just fucking
yeah.
closest thing I'll ever get to winning an Oscar, gentlemen.
Hey, these
I am
motherfuckers.
blown right now, too, guys. I am, I am blown.
But
What else
yeah,
we got?
bro. Fucking earlier when we were on the phone, right? So hey, let's ask the chat, right? So check it
Hmm.
out. Earlier I had asked you about music and shit, right? So in the chat, if y'all can hear me, obviously,
Yeah,
y'all
yeah.
used to fuck with the '90s, the hard house, like the house, like so what's that dude Concrete on YouTube? He be doing those videos with the ditch parties and what's it called, Rebel Nation. That's just funny as hell, bro. I never knew that you guys were into the same shit that we were back in the '90s, because obviously we didn't have internet, so we didn't know what the fuck
Right.
y'all
My
was fucking
girl,
with out
my
there.
girl is big on that, bro.
Yeah.
Big
Okay.
on rave music and house music, and I guess it started out here, right? Because she's my girl. Because I'm a grown ass man. We have a good marriage, and she'll go to one of her concerts at like 12 at night, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And it's all house music. Like, and
Hmm.
I'll go to like a Tool concert, or because I'm a rocker first, right? So I'll go to like
Hmm.
Tool, whatever rock bands in town. Or we trade off so I can do this. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? So, but
Like I
house music
remember back
started out here,
then.
right?
Yeah, house music, bro. So yeah, it's called Chicago house. So house music started in Chicago. Yes, its roots come from like New York with disco. You know what I'm saying? So like,
Mhm.
what people from New York get mad, like, nah, we created fucking house music. No, you didn't. House music was created in Chicago.
Yeah,
The roots come from New York, disco, and some of the DJs that started it here in Chicago, right? They came from New York, but the sound was created here. The DJs and the producers that made that shit started in Chicago. They produced it here. It was played here, and then it blew up overseas. Like, man, there's a lot of Chicago house DJs that, bro, they might get paid to like DJ at a club here in Chicago or somewhere. I'm talking about like '90s, right? In the '80s and
yeah,
'90s, they might get paid like $200-300. Back then, that was a lot of money as a DJ. I wasn't a
right.
DJ at the time. Now I am, and I was for a while. But bro, those same DJs, they'll go overseas, Germany, London, France, Italy, and they're making fucking back then in the '90s, fucking 5,000 a set. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot of money, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So yeah, bro, Chicago house. So house music, obviously is worldwide now, but it was really, really popular back in the '90s, of course. At hard
yeah.
house, techno, that type of shit. So that's why I was asking you earlier, like, how was it growing up for you guys and shit, like the
Uh,
ditch parties and all that shit.
yeah. Um, I remember that music, bro. I remember Florentine Gardens too. My sister, my older, but I was a rocker, bro. I was a rocker rap. So it was rocker that era, which all grunge, you want to call it that, and all '90s rap, LA,
Did you
Dog
like
Pound,
did you like
all
that
that.
like Mana, like that Spanish rock?
I got into Spanish rock later. My Nas too pop,
Okay,
you
see, I
know.
don't know. I just remember back in them times, I had like older friends and older cousins, and and look at bro. I'm gonna say it respectfully. Look, you guys in California, you guys call paisas. It has a different meaning. Like in Chicago, we say paisa. We mean that in a general term for people that didn't speak English. It doesn't mean like gang affiliated paisas or however that shit works in prison. Paisas to us back in the '90s was basically if you didn't speak Spanish. I mean, if you didn't speak English or you spoke it barely enough for us to understand. We used to call you paisa. Then, and like obviously, yeah, it sounds fucked up now, but we were kids. You know what I'm saying? So when I refer to people like that, like back then, yeah, like the paisas would only listen to like Spanish rock, like or pop, Spanish pop, right? Like Mana and all that other shit. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Menudo and whatever the fuck else was out.
Oh,
All that
Menudo
shit.
was like like
Like Spanish, yeah, wasn't it like
yeah, like
Spanish pop?
pop, Spanish pop. Yeah, let me he's 99. That is, I think that's the only Conan run I've ever read. that is a phenomenal run. That's with I think it's 12 arc. I mean a 12 run, 12 or 13 issue run, and it's got the witch. The witch that she sends out to trap Conan, and it's got the two little kids. That's a badass run, bro. That is and you know what, Jason Aaron. Um, Almost everything I read from him, I've liked. That's a comic book guy. That's a comic book writer. He's a really good. He would be like an. I think it's safe to say he's an elite comic book writer. And Conan on that was brutal, bro. And Conan would it's great. If you're into that shit, it was dope because Conan would just kill people. I should reread that, bro. But I sold that. I'm selling a lot of my comics. The comics are too expensive nowadays, bro. So yeah, see, I didn't really do ditching party. I did and I didn't. I did and I didn't. Um, Ricky Martin came from Manila. Yeah. They were Puerto Rican. There was a lot of those bands, bro. I mean, I remember I was locked up. I used to watch the novelas.
Remember Dos Mujeres, Un Camino?
Yeah, that was before I got. Yeah, I remember the novelas I watched in prison, bro. La Usurpadora. I think there was one or two. Mi Pequeña Traviesa.
Damn. Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't know none of that shit, dog. I
yeah,
remember that
dude.
show because the two ladies he was fucking with, the Mexican, the dark hair and the blonde hair, the older one. It was bad,
Oh,
you know?
BB Gaitan in real life.
Yeah.
Cam. Oh, wait till you hear the story I'm going to tell about the West Side, bro. Cam is the one, bro. The one that was able to transition fully, 100%, with probably generations from tag bangers to barrio in East LA, no, which is complicated.
Hey, real quick.
Yeah,
Oh boy, what's his that one? C2, what did it say? C-Tune? He said ditch parties with the freestyle music. Hey, if you guys like freestyle, bro, go on my channel. I got a freestyle mix. It's like 90 minutes, bro. Go check it out and shit. Fucking I'm at like 100,000 views, I think, at this point. But
freestyle. I know
go check
some
it
of
out.
that. Some of that I like.
Little Susie, Cynthia, George Lamont, Johnny O, fucking, you
Yeah,
know what I'm saying? I got all that shit, bro. All of it.
yeah. I'm a straight rocker. My bad. I mean, I'm a Pro Jam guy. I'm a Tool, Perfect Circle, Incubus. Um,
Hey, you're
obviously
not press 48,
Zeppelin.
dog. They finna bring you that fucking Coke and that McDonald's right now, bro.
I believe so, bro. Well, I lost Jimmy, bro. I lost Jimmy. Jimmy was from ATC. Jimmy is a S and Y too, bro. So I lost Jimmy, dog. And I know you guys know who Jimmy is. Yeah, bro. Jimmy was from ATC, dog. But he's over there with SNY too, bro. That's like the only defeat. I was thinking. Let me ask the chat, bro. So let me ask the chat. There's 47 people. Hit the likes. Today I would. It's cool if you guys hit the likes, man. I'm gonna ask the chat. Do you think I should go back and explain that whole resistance thing and SNY too, or was the videos I did on it enough? Because I went into character, right? I went. I don't know if it was clear how I delivered it. Just let's do give me a 7 if you guys think I should give a more clear cut explanation of all that resistance thing. Why I quickly said, "Oh no, I don't want none of that no more, bro," which was already compromised with L, as some of you in here would constantly remind me. So give me a 7, bro. If I get 10 sevens, I'll do it. If I don't, I won't. Because I am at this point like, fuck all that now. Yeah, California Reefa always. Look, I could fuck with the Bee Gees.
Rob, is that you?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I'm not taking this.
Your TV?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't really. I got like a $9,000 comic book, bro, that I don't even put on the wall. No, I'm just playing. Right now, bro, it would be Giant Size X-Men #1. I've sold a lot of stuff, bro. I've sold a lot of stuff. Sold. I just sold the whole X-Men run. So that my bad. The COs don't like it when I stream, bro. They turn on the heater. Um, okay, so far seeing no sevens, good, because I really don't give a shit no more. Thank you, Corn. What up, level Michael Myers? I love Pantera, bro. Tech Nine. You know what? I got into Deftones a little late, bro. I got into Deftones a little late, dude. And I can't. I could listen to Passenger over and over and over again, bro. Man, I like some. I don't really like hair bands. I don't really do hair bands, bro. I was never a hairband guy. I like Skid Row, but Skid Row is not really a hairband to me. But I could care less about Guns N' Roses, certain stuff like that from that time. Oh yeah, but you don't. I heard I got a few people to be sending me clips. They don't be taking shots, bro. So they don't take shots to go ahead. But I'm still gonna do, bro. Come on now. I don't know. See, I got away from doing my talking like John A. When I got him in the Ireland story, because we were at Guerra. We were at Guerra in the what I call the S&Y yard. Fantastic Four wasn't that big of a reader. Fantastic Four, bro. To be quite. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. No, that was East Side Rebate. Was that a Jason Aaron run? Fuck, that might have been a Jason Aaron, bro. Love Soundgarden, bro. Hey, the Blow the Outside album, or whatever that's called, with Dusty and all that shit's fire. I'm excited, bro, but I don't know. I'm worried if they're gonna do all the characters. So I think it's obvious that when Steve Rogers fucked up, he didn't complete the mission, homie. Captain America did not complete the mission, eh? That fool was supposed to go over there, drop off the stone, and come back. He did not. He stayed with his hyena, and he fucked everything up. And here comes Doctor Doom. I'm excited for it, bro. I'm excited for it. I am.
Hey, Bam, you can hear me still, right?
Huh?
You can hear me still, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just checking out something real quick. Hey, let me know if you could hear this. I'm gonna put it up for 1 second. I just want to know if it's working, bro.
Brujeria.
You heard that?
Yeah. Say, do it again.
Santana.
Fernando's channel. All right, no sevens, cool. So then you guys understood why I said, "Oh hell no, nah, bro, way too much."
No, I was
yeah,
just
I really don't feel I need to go back to that, dude. Yeah, bro. You know how I've been watching a lot, bro. Now, Robert, I don't really like mentioning him, man. A lot of you guys in here know I out of respect for him, you know. I did ask him if I could use the clip I used with the dead weight thing. I mean, we could talk about that. I think I don't even like talking about that, but no, I've heard multiple times, and it makes sense, bro. If you got validated for bullshit, what were you doing back there? You know what I mean? And it's a perfect way to make fun of Peseta John, eh? Everclear. I forgot about Everclear, bro. I forgot. Yeah.
So you like grunge or alternative?
Well, I mean, that's my era. I would call it alternative.
Well, see, look, like I said, we're a couple years apart, right? We're like 4 years about, give or take.
Yeah, I'm 49.
So like fucking like back then, right? Like I would say like 92, 93. I was like 13 back then. So like Red Hot Chili Peppers, right? Under the Bridge, shit like that. Like,
yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I'm on the same tip. And then like over here in Chicago, we had a phase of like, remember like Erase. I don't know if you remember like Erasure, Depeche Mode,
Yeah.
Anything Box, like those groups like that, like alternative. We called it alternative, bro. Even though alternative, right. or we called it like alternative, or we called it one of my guys, he's a real dope DJ, matter of fact. He's into that new wave. We call it new wave alternative, or what was the other fucking like synth pop, shit like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I like Blood of Jesus, bro. He does his own thing, bro. You know, dude. It's just like Nirvana, absolutely. Pearl Jam number one for me. Janie's Addiction, yeah. Being caught stealing once when I was, yeah. I do like, I call him Brother Blood. You know, I could watch him, and I could watch him on the replay. I just like his get down, just like I like watching people who I watch. But I tell you what, tactically, the way I got the levas just on shine makes it all easy, bro.
I'm gonna take a piss real quick. Hold on.
You know what I mean? Yeah, makes it all. Hey, can you chat? Can you guys hear the heater? Because the COs be fucking with me, eh? Oh, Depeche Mode. The Tears for Fears. I can fuck with Tears for Fears. Oh, bro. In Excess, bro. In Excess got a banger, bro. What was it? You Never Tear Us Apart. Um, what I see? Who got Long Beach. I love the Cure, bro. Yeah, Cure. Disintegration, bro. It's fire, bro. And there's another. What's the name of that song? Man, I might go back. You might maybe go down that Cure rabbit hole. I like all kinds of shit, bro. I like of Monsters and Men. You got anybody know that? Just like a folk music. The chick's got a beautiful voice, all from Iceland. See what I'm saying, fellas?
Fucking
This proves to the chat. See, chat, we can sit here and shoot the shit, and it don't gotta be about the levas. But I still got time. I got about another hour. But before we get out, we are going to talk football. What up, anarchists? We're just talking music, anarchists. We're not talking of.
Oh, what about Stone Temple Pilots? Hell yeah.
Yeah, he sounded like Eddie Vedder a little bit too much for me, bro. What up, homie? Yeah, but I do like I can fuck with STP. Rest in peace. Oh, so obviously I've been sober, so I was in a residential program in Gardena, California, and there was a dude now this is what the dude said, that he was in a rehab somewhere in LA, like in a downtown area, and he got high with Scott Weiland. They left the rehab, they went and smoked crack, did heroin for like a week straight in a hotel, in a kind of a plush hotel in LA. I don't know if that story is true.
And that's where Plush came from?
Yeah, what? Yeah. The what?
Isn't that the name of a song, Plush?
Plush, yeah. That's one of their big songs.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite gangster movie, Goodfellas, bro.
I thought it would be Dick Tracy's.
Yeah, bro. It's too many pesetas out there, bro. I was overwhelmed. I got compromised. I got peseta juice on me. A lot of good, solid homies in here were on me anyway for showing grace to some of them. Oh yeah, it was a whole narrative. So yeah, this is the shoot. I am separated from the YouTube yada. I do not consider myself YouTube yada. I consider myself shoot. And we're gonna continue to watch. Watch. You guys will see. But hey, I'm still gonna troll Peseta John, and I'm trying to learn this voice shit, bro. Me and my homie, and it's because I did that one video where I opened the wheel. I got it coming. I want to give away no surprise. I think it'll.
You mean this one?
You know, I think it'll be funny. I hope you guys like it. Hey, can you hear the heater?
Yeah, I could hear it, Doug. No, I'm fucking around.
No. Okay, cool. I lost where I was at. Yeah. So, big. I'm not gonna call no sleep. Yeah, bro. And I'm trying to step away, give the pesetas less time, and have a different type of conversation, bro. So right now it looks like we're just discussing rock music, a little bit of sports. Yeah.
So
what's that? Not really, William.
What do you think is going to happen for Saturday for the Bears game, Rams? What's the prediction?
I think we're going to. What do you mean? I think you guys should beat them in the cold, bro. it's gonna be, bro. It's gonna be cold. It's cold right now.
Fuck. Hell yeah.
It's fuck. It's gonna be like 3 degrees. So 3 degrees there in Chicago means maybe minus for me where I'm at.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So, dude, I'm not. You know, yeah, Goodfellas. Oh, well, good. So, mobster like Italiano mafioso movies, Goodfellas, and L.A. I got a lot of love for Training Day, bro, because that's the best depiction of the homies they've done. They did the homies very well. They didn't exaggerate the accent, or they didn't do it chunty-ish, or like, you know how they exaggerate how homies talk in LA. I think Training Day did that well, and there's an accuracy to that movie. But because the guy who wrote that movie, Anton Fuqua, I think grew up in South Central, and I think spent time in the Rampart area. Now the Rampart area, bro. I think eventually I'm going to do this whole big thing on the West Side. I tell you what, the Rampart area. If you know where like those neighborhoods are, man, it would have been tough growing up there, bro. But Chicago's rough, bro. Let them know about Chicago.
I mean, hold on. Wait, hey, do I sound clear with this voice changer or no?
You sound low.
Low, right? All right, let me turn it up. Hold on. Hello. All right. I mean, basically, yeah, bro. I mean, you know, it's different. I mean, obviously, LA is different than Chicago. You've got your own swag. You've got your own get down. You've got your own. You know what I'm saying? Like just the way of the cycle is different. You know what I'm saying? Like with us in Chicago, we got to deal with the weather, right? So like the cold. Everybody thinks, oh, it's cold. Nobody comes out. Nobody gangbangs when it's cold. Fuck that. That's a lie. Right now, motherfuckers used to be outside with 2 hoodies on, 3 hoodies on, Chuck Taylors with the fucking holes on the side, fucking ice coming into the motherfuckers. You know, like Cortez is fucking. You know, like same shit, dog. But anyways, yeah, bro. I mean, the weather plays a factor. You know, but the thing about Chicago, see, this is where it came from, right? So like. You see like the big thing right now, like in Minnesota with all the Trump, you know, like I said, I'm not gonna get into that, but nationwide you hear about ramming, right? Have you heard about the ramming? Oh, they're ramming ICE agents with their cars, right? Chicago been doing that shit, bro. We done landed the rammers, bro. We drive around in the wintertime with Suburbans and Caprices and G20s. I had a Lincoln Town car. Lincoln Town cars, fucking, you know, big ass whips. We'll pull up on you behind you, hit you, fucking make you crash, jump out and fuck your shit up, you know? Like that's how we used to do shit, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, that thing I'm gonna do on where I grew up in LA, it's cool how that developed because on that, I mean, it's in a way, dude, in a way when I did my first video, I kind of put my CDC, I did put my CDC number on there. And lo and behold, I never thought that it was actually a good thing that I did that. I'll just say that. Unbeknownst to me, months later or whatever, I would do a video on like my area with the tag bangers and all that, and then people would remember that era and that time and remember me, and you know, so it's like a collaboration that I'm going to do, and that just goes to show that, you know, all the talk of some of these people who don't know any better, that solid homies can be on here. Like maybe that's the next step in giving somebody like me and a lot of us a new name. Maybe it don't have to be good standings or just solid. I like the word solid because that just means, you know, or just fuck the internet and we know we're good. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that too.
I think that's the best because
yeah,
these motherfuckers, bro, they ain't gonna survive off the shit. They're stuck in that bullshit ass fucking YouTube, out of that bullshit. It's old already, bro. That shit's old, dude. That shit's fucking, you know what I'm saying? It's old, bro. It
has a shelf life. There's not, even I know this, bro, and I troll these guys, right? But you know, I was doing a certain thing, and I got I just kind of like right here. I like how we jumped. That whole thing we were just jumping dubs. It felt like, and it
Hey,
was fun. And it was fun. I got into it, but I know that it's not sustainable,
you see that
right?
comment? Chamoy Charlie, he said they tried to smut me up, and I survived the fake jacket. Fucking right.
Oh, for real.
He's
Oh,
talking about that
Scarface.
shit with Chicano Tube and them all them. What's up? Whatever happened to that fat fucker? Fume 209. That motherfucker lived in Los Baños.
I I have, my bad, bro. I have actually, I have a video saved that talks about SSK because I don't really know the South Central. The South Central. I know there was SSK, KMT, KWS, East LA. I know of TSS, and I don't know, remember, but there was taggers everywhere. But me and the homies from, we were talking about how where I grew up, it seemed like they were wall to wall. There was a bunch when we were having this conversation about it, because I'm going to do two parts on that. One from the barrios perspective, the neighborhoods that have been there for a long time, and then that generation that was just, that whole area was laced with fucking taggers, bro, tag bangers. You had BSA, LC. Come further down, you had TIK, you had MCA, and then you had us, FMA, and that's like from Washington, Pico, Venice, right, Western. So West, after Western, you had all those crews, and you had Harpies, Mid City, 18th Street. You can't, that area. You have the Black Pea Stones. You almost can't even leave them out. So there's a lot of history there, bro.
Big
And
Chicago.
because I've kind of done the content I've done, and I respect my area, and I respect the homies and the South Side. That's how I like reached out, and you know what I mean. So it's like a joint effort,
Hey, real
and it
quick.
just,
Hey,
yeah,
Tony Espinoza. Hey, I like this comment. Yeah. Um, where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at?
the
Mm,
solid ones. I like that, bro.
let me see. Let me see.
That's a shirt, dude.
Where's it at?
Played out. What, like the Pesetas username? It is, right? I'm holding a lot of content, bro, because I know this is something I learned in the comic book community. Drama only lasts for so long, bro. It only sells for so long. You know what I mean? And I figured out what videos are going to do well and what videos aren't going to do well. And I know that my subscribers will watch certain shit, right? And the like buttons help a lot too. But when I do that type of shit, bro, it ain't about views. Because I'll tell you, this is how I feel. When it's not about views, it's about like all these videos, that my groceries videos and other kooky shit I'm gonna do with the sports teams. I don't even care if I get. I like doing like the cartoon videos that I do on Dubs. Hey, those, if they do whatever they do, I'm cool with. I would say the only time I'd be like, I watch the views is when I'm booking them with that. Oh, where is that, bro? I should go get it. You know what? Yeah, hold on. Let me go get that real quick. Hold on. You got it, bro? I'll be right back. I'm gonna go
Yeah,
get
yeah,
that
yeah.
paperwork.
So,
Yeah, yeah.
hey, no, Tony Espinoza, right? So, what you said about Fume 209, he was a piece of shit. He turned down Bean Low. Hey, by chance, do you know what happened? What exactly happened between him and Beanlow? Because I know they had some type of a beef, and I know something about, I guess 209 had went over there and somehow disrespected him. I don't know the exact info. I think Mikey knew it, and at the time we were talking, but he didn't want to tell me because I think some shit had kicked off at the fight that he had with what's his name, EBK and fucking Tony or whatever. But yeah, I don't know what happened after that. So if you got any info, put that shit in the comment. I'll talk about it. And then Half Dead 211 says, I stayed in Pilsen slash Little Village and back of the yards in Chicago with my cousins for a year when I got in trouble out here. Much respect from Cali. Yes, sir. Shout out to Cali. Shout out to Cali, bro. Yeah, bro. You know Chicago's different. You know what I'm saying? And everywhere you mentioned, Pilsen, Little Village, back of the yards, man, those are real dangerous places. I mean, right now, they would tell you, like, honestly, on the news, back of the yards is bad, bro. It's worse than Little Village. It's worse than Pilsen for sure. Pilsen, where I grew up, Right now, it's like it's gentrified like a motherfucker. But don't get it twisted. Like you still get your shit blown off over there. Like it's still active. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not as bad as it was like over. Let's just say 20 years ago. Yeah, that would be what 2005, right? Yeah, it was still real fucked up over there. 2015, 10 years later, yeah, it got a little bit more mellow. Now, 2025, certain parts of Pilsen, East Pilsen, that's what I'm talking about, from like Halstead to like Damon. It's more chill, but once you cross Damon and you start heading motherfucking west towards Western California, that's when you hit Little Village. Like it's still fucking, it's still real active over there and real dangerous. So shout out to them over there. Shout out to Pilsen period. But yeah, bro, fucking Chicago got its. You're not gonna get
I
shot getting
got
off.
it. Hey, I got it. Hey,
You're not gonna get shot getting off at O'Hare or Midway. But go to the
for
wrong
here.
place,
Hey,
it's gonna be crazy. Just like anywhere you go, it's gonna be. He said crook. That's right. I used to stay off nine. Hey, you know what's crazy? In LA, you just got Western Avenue, and so do we. Western Avenue
yeah,
Street.
yeah. It's a big boulevard. It runs the length of
The whole
I
city.
think.
Western runs from the
Yeah,
north parts of Chicago. Like literally, Western goes from the north side of Chicago down to the south suburbs. You know what I'm saying? It goes far. It's the longest street in I want to say in Illinois.
yeah. I think they did, William. I think
Ooh,
on the
hey,
south side, like
he said
Cudahy. I
he
think.
said I stayed out in Cullerton and Pilsen. Hell yeah, bro. Cullerton. I got family on Cullerton. That's depending on where. Like Cullerton from motherfucking Halstead to Western is yeah. It's a quieter block depending on like from Ashland to Damon. It's real quiet depending. But once you cross Damon on Cullerton, yeah, it's treacherous. On the other side of Cullerton in like Laughlin, yeah, it's Ross's over there. So yeah, Cullerton was still is,
Yeah.
Um, hey, real quick, Fume 209 Loki took subscribers, same thing Chicano Tube did, going to other channels to get subs, then started to throw shots at everyone after grabbing the subs. Okay. Yeah, bro. Like I said, that's what I got, bro, from the same that weirdo Fume. He tried to be cool, but behind the scenes, him and Chicano Tube were sucking each other off and fucking, what I'm saying? They were being weirdos and shit, but Damon, Blue Island, been all through there. Yes, sir. Blue Island. Yup. Blue Island runs on an angle. Damon
Oh,
North.
like, dude. I found a $300 comic book in fucking a comic book store in Blue Island
Yeah.
for
Okay.
a dollar, dude. For a
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
dollar.
Hey,
Yeah.
bro. There's
Chicago's tough, bro. Chicago, dude. They bang, bro. Big time.
yeah, especially like when you go like, bro. I'm gonna tell you like this: if you're out of towner and you go fuck around like in back of the yards, you got to be real careful, bro. Because from like 42nd to like 51st, from like Halstead to shit
What up, Henry?
all the way to Cicero. God damn it, it's bad over there, bro. 47th and
Yeah,
Laughlin,
bro.
45th and Wood.
Yeah.
Fucking yeah, bro. It's fucked up. You got to be careful, dog.
Oh, that's one of my favorite dude. What up? What up, brother Blood, man? We're doing it different, brother Blood. We're not talking about those dudes not that much, bro. We're just chilling, sports, Chicago, LA, taggers, 90s, rock. Um, you're different, bro. I like it. See, this is cool, man. We're just chilling.
Okay.
Somebody said Ports Ahead. Dude, that's a band that I need to mess with more. Um, because I love Tool, and like a lot of Tool fans have told me I should listen to that band.
Hey, Curry Pablo, I got the Bears by 10. Hell yeah. Nah, I'm just talking shit.
Here's another thing, homie. Josh Allen is a homie. He's from California, bro. Okay, so come on now. And California-born quarterbacks win Super Bowls. Okay,
Damn, relax.
John Elway, Troy Aikman, Aaron Rodgers, the Raider. I think there's a Raider. Somebody answered it in here that was really good. Um, Tom Brady.
Shout out to Naperville.
So Tom Brady, Troy Aikman, 3 rings, John Elway, 2 rings, Aaron Rodgers, 1 ring, and I know there's a Raider in there, bro. I know there's a Raider quarterback in there. Hey, CJ Stroud's from California. He played with Snoop Dogg's league, I think.
Bam. So
Yeah.
obviously, like in the movies, right? Like Blood in, Blood Out. Like sports are real popular, right? Like in the fucking in the joint.
Oh yeah, bro. I went into sports. I was into sports before I went to prison. And as you can see, the only thing I brought parole with was the bag of like this. That's a little box
Shout out to Spanx.
of
What up,
sporting
Spanx?
news, bro. And the CO wouldn't help me, bro. He would not help me, bro. They gave me a bag. I had to drag it out, walking across DR, bro. I can't believe there was a guy that wanted to tell me that I questioned I was on DR. But hey, I feel. Oh, remember Vince Carter? Look at that. That's how much of a sports fan I am. That's how I did my time, bro. Like through the sports season, all the sports seasons. You know what I mean? Plus, I like tennis. I think
Hey,
Steffi Graf is the GOAT. Dude, I'm not really. This was a difficult time for me in the '90s, bro. I'm not a Yankee guy. Look at
hey,
that.
real
Hold
quick,
on.
I want to touch on something real quick, Bam.
Yeah, go ahead.
So Half Dead 211, right? He said, just my experiences. I think Chicago gangbang the hardest, but the difference in California is the gangs are fucking everywhere. You can get from LA to the Bay and every little town in between. I agree. Now I want to ask you guys, right? Let me ask you a question, right, Bam? So
Yeah,
I'm gonna say like this, bro. This is my opinion as far as why Chicago is the way it is and why LA, is and was the way it was, right? So like I think LA basically obviously, the dynamic changed, right? Like for the last, let's just say I'm gonna say 10 years. It's been a little bit longer, but for the last 10 years, right? The news, all you see, oh, Chicago, 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 Chirac, Chicago. Like remember DJ Academics? Remember he would talk about Chicago all day. Oh, you gonna die going over there and all this
yeah.
other craziness, like in all fairness, he's right. There's a lot of bad shit that happened. But see, this is what I want to emphasize. LA, how many, in your opinion, I'm not 100, like I said, I don't know that many. How many gangs would you say live in LA as far as existing? I don't mean like coexisting, I mean like in just the number of gangs, period. How many would you say there is? Like LA County. Let's just leave it LA
A
City or
lot,
LA
bro.
County. No, give me a number. Give me an estimate. What would you say? Give me a, I mean,
Um,
different gangs.
man,
Remember,
fellas,
like 18th Street is one gang. I understand, right? Like 18th Street, MS-13. So like
bro,
those
in
two
LA
gangs.
County alone, dude, it's a lot, bro. It's more gangs in LA than it is in Chicago.
Yes.
This is my difference. Excuse me. This is my opinion. Um, the the structure might be different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the etiquette might be different, right? Because I stopped watching the news because of stuff I was seeing in Chicago. These dudes go hard, bro. Um, it's super violent. I would say that I think LA, could only speak, and even the blacks, bro. There's a bit of a, even in game banging, there's a bit of a respect thing to it. I think for bigger hoods, sometimes it gets out of hand, and there's always going to be cases of some unfortunate incidents. But for the most part, you're not going to really find, and I know it's happened, but on a regular, you're not going to find. The homies can correct me if I'm wrong. Like too many, you're not you're not going to shoot at a dude when he's with his family. I know that just happened, and that's rare.
Yeah.
In Chicago, bro, I've seen on the news, bro. It's like, dude, they
Yeah.
don't care
Yeah.
who you're with.
Yeah. It used to be like that. Back in the day, you used to get a pass if you were with your girl, your kids, your mother. But it got to the point where motherfuckers were like, how do you say, they were exploiting that shit, bro. They were pulling up to hoods with their girl just to see if you're gonna do something or not, and then go back to their hood and be like, hey, there's 5 motherfuckers out there on the corner right now. Go light them up. So they know that you just got a pass and you sent your boys back to go do some dirt. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What do you think though? So give me a number. Give me even if it's a rough estimate, bro. How many different gangs, as far as like
Fuck,
different
bro.
sets?
I don't know. 5,000? That's just 5,000, bro.
Okay, let's just say this. So let's just say, all right, I'm gonna keep it like at a sustainable number, just to like, so let's just say, would you, obviously you would believe there's 100, and I mean different gangs, right? Like I know like over there the structure is obviously based upon uh the high. Like I said, I don't want to talk about those people, but you know what I mean, right? Like the bigger ups in the penitentiary type deal. But as far
También
as
la
like the
cárcel.
Southsiders, right, or Sudanos, whatever the gangs, right? You got
Damn,
like
let me
Harpies,
see.
you got like those gangs. Now, obviously, you got smaller gangs. What would be considered a gang, like in numbers? How many guys would it take to make a clique or a gang be?
They have to have. They have to have. They have to be have. They have to have. What is it? Sustain generations. Like my hood is gone, bro, and I've been honest, and I'm okay with it. But there's neighborhoods in LA that have been around since the 30s, 40s, bro. Like it's so many gangs in LA, bro. And LA is built differently than Chicago. It's bigger than Chicago.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, no, I
Well, so
understand.
for me, like for us, where I lived, I could go down the hill, and it was 18th Street already. So where I'm from, if you go down Washington Boulevard going west, and then you go Venice, Venice. There was in that little region in the mid city area. There's little hills. You go down that hill, it was already enemy territory. And then if you go off the block, it was the same thing. Bro, there's thousands of gangs in LA. I couldn't even give you a number.
Okay,
And it's
all right,
wall to
so
wall, right?
okay,
And it's just then you got you know what it would be like? You know how Chicago there's that northwest Indiana part of Chicago.
yeah, NWI.
All that would
Yeah,
be
yeah.
there.
See, that's what I'm saying. So, like, this is my thing. So, back in the day, like in the movies or TV shows, we would hear the word
Right.
LA. Oh, Los Angeles, Los Angeles. I always was confused when I heard Los Angeles. I always thought Los Angeles was just like the whole region, not knowing that Los Angeles was inside LA County, correct? Los Angeles, LA,
Yeah.
Los Angeles County, right? So, like, think of like New York City, New York, correct?
Yeah, William. Yeah. New
Right?
York is different though.
No, no, I know, no, no. I'm just
Yeah.
saying, like in my brain. So, like, we don't have a Chicago County. We have Chicago and Cook County, right? So,
Correct.
my point is this: if you equate the size of the gangs or the size of L.A. County, that includes what, like Compton and Watts and like those areas, correct?
Yes.
That would be like Chicago, including all of the Cook County area, Berwyn, Cicero, all
Right.
the south suburbs, all the north suburbs. You know
Right.
what I'm
Right.
saying? So
Right.
now that's different, right? So like Chicago gangs, right? They branch out into the suburbs. So my thing is this: the reason why Chicago's different is because Chicago didn't have, like you guys were saying, like 1,000 different gangs. Chicago had like, let's just say at the most 30 to 50 gangs. But out of those, like the Land Kings, right? They would be a huge number of them in the city. They would be in different parts: South Side, West Side, North Side.
Yeah.
They were not, you know what I'm saying? Like, and they would have, 300 members here, 500 members there, 1,000 here, and then in the suburbs, same thing. A couple 200 here, 100 here. So we had, and then of course we took over the Midwest, right? So
Hmm.
Chicago gangs made it into Indiana, Wisconsin, Minneapolis, Iowa, fucking Missouri. We got the Vice Lords, the GDs, and the whatever. But the point being is this: so like the reason why I think Chicago and LA are different is because, for one, the structure that they're under, and for two, the number of gangs. You guys got like, and like I said, no disrespect. I'm not trying to, like I said, I don't know too much about like any of like smaller gangs or whatever. Like in the movies or the TV shows, you hear of like the tiny locals, trece or something. Like they could be a gang of like 10 people. Let's just say, right? I don't know who they are or if that's a real gang. I'm just saying.
No, those don't make it, bro. You have to
No,
have
but I'm saying, but
generations.
they're still considered a gang. Like they could have one block and they would still be considered a gang. You know what I mean?
Yes and no.
Okay, this
There
is a
are no more.
theoretically.
So like
Theoretically.
every gang in LA is established. Like there's generations, bro. All the smaller gangs, kind of like me, they don't make it. You can't sustain if you don't
No,
got.
no, I get that. I get that. But what I'm saying is, it's just a sheer number. You
Oh
have,
yeah,
right. So,
yeah.
like, example. Let me ask you a question. So, like, I'm gonna make one example, like 18th Street. How many different cliques of 18th Street are there in LA County or even California? But let's just say LA County. Well, like because they add different names, right? They have like the tiny, I don't know, Vatos Locos clique and the whatever clique. You know what I'm saying? Like they have different cliques, but they all represent 18th Street, correct?
Hmm.
So are they considered separate gangs, or they're still under just
No, that's one.
they're
Yeah,
all one?
yeah,
Okay. So like with Chicago, right? So if let's just say like you're a GD, or if you're like a BD, I'm like I said, I'm not gonna speak on black gangs because I don't know too many. I don't know too much about their history. I do, but it's not my lane to speak on. But like as far as like Mexican gangs, Hispanic gangs, so like they said with like the Latin Kings, right? Or as Satan Disciples or Ambrose. So you have like that gang, but they represent their area. They'll call it like dark side or wild side
yeah.
or whatever, you
That's a
know.
clip.
And
Yeah,
they'll be well, yeah. It's more of like the area. That's what they'll call the area. But they usually represent their street. 21st and Palina, 21st and Wood,
yes,
Cullerton and Loomis.
yeah. The same
So
thing with yeah, yeah.
okay, so like mom, like when you were like somebody in the comments like, oh, Chicago gangbangs harder. It's because we don't have 500 gangs. It's like literally 30 to 50 gangs. Some are no, some don't even exist no more. From the 60s to now,
Well,
there's probably been a 200 gangs, but the ones that exist now, the bigger ones only survived, and the numbers, some of them are even fractured, where you have some fighting the same, like the especially like like with the GDs and the BDs, they're in the same gang, but they kill each other. They're BDs
well,
from here or GDs from there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. I would say this: the laws are different, bro. I know, and I'm gonna be honest with you. The laws are different, and the police is different.
yeah,
They too many. A lot of people get away with a lot of outrageous stuff in Chicago. In LA, bro, you're done. And I think a lot of people here could tell you the way the gang units work over there. That's what they do. And I could sit here and tell you that I remember when it was getting out of hand that the Wilshire division would tell us it'll be us. This is their words. It'll be us or 18th Street, but you guys will be eliminated.
yeah,
This is
yeah,
what
yeah,
they would tell us, bro. They would say that, and the way they came down on us, bro. I didn't even as a youngster, the way they rated the pads and they had schematics of apartments and all kinds of shit, bro. You get caught and they dismantle.
yeah,
Now they're
yeah. It
dismantling.
happens here. I'm gonna
Yeah,
tell you a story, but real quick, Tony. So he's like, "Oh, Chicago is." I'm not saying Chicago's harder. Like I said, bro, we grew up on the
that's
movies
what I
of
said.
the fucking of the Boulevard Nights and fucking Colors and you know what I'm saying? Like I'm talking about now. Like right now, they talk about Chicago like it's a fucking third world country. Like right. Oh my God, they're shooting every day. Our murder rate actually fell to like 450 this year. I'm not 100%, but our murder rate hasn't been this low since the 60s, bro. Chicago
Yeah,
went through many years where the murder rate, remember, LA County is when you guys talk about LA, you guys include LA County. We don't. When we talk about Chicago, we talk about Chicago. There's a saying, you're a tourist, you're from some part of Illinois, you go to LA and they ask you, hey, where are you from? Oh, I'm from Chicago, but you're really from Naperville. Somebody in the comment, I think that was Curry Pablo, said
well,
he got a
I
cousin in Naperville.
yes, I
That's
would
not
say that.
Chicago, bro. That's not Chicago.
No, it's not. I would say that though. I would say just to say because I don't want to tell people
No,
the
yeah, yeah.
region. Do it for the
No.
region.
But I'm saying for the people that grew up here, right? That's like a violation, bro. So if you grew up in Berwyn, right? Berwyn and Cicero are literally 5 minutes across, like the borderline to Cicero Avenue. So once you cross Cicero Avenue on Cermak, you're in Cicero, Illinois. That's a city. That's a small city, town, village, whatever the fuck you want to call it. If you go to Berwyn, that's about 5 more minutes to the west. There's
Yeah.
people that grew up in
Well,
Berwyn, and you tell them like, hey, I'm from Chicago.
huh?
You're not
Hold
from
on.
Chicago. You're from Berwyn. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the only difference. You know what I'm saying? Chicago does not have the cultural influence of American Southwest, aka it's like, yeah, of course, I agree. Like Chaboy, like remember, people didn't even know that Mexicans exist in Chicago, bro. A lot of these fucking goofers and fucking goobers from fucking YouTube, yada, like back then, Gunner and all that. What? There's Mexicans in Chicago? Yeah, dumb. You never heard of Latin Kings? You never heard of fucking some of the biggest gangs in the fucking country? They came from Chicago, like. So I don't know. It's kind of weird. It's kind of like, you know what I'm saying? But who cares? Like, I'm not trying to
Let
emphasize
me
that or
let me
make it.
just say this. Let me just say this. Me living out here, you almost really can't compare, bro. I don't think anybody's harder or better.
It's different.
Not by any stretch because they have their
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Chicago. They have their thing. LA has their thing.
Yeah, yeah.
You can't. It's just two different things. They two different things. Over there, we're all, and they are the same. When they go into prison, they fall under a
Yeah.
umbrella.
Yeah.
You know what it is for us, right? So you can't compare. They just you just can't. I mean, and I don't. And Chicago gangs go back a long way, so you can't say that
And see,
gangs in
remember,
Chicago is new.
see,
Not at all.
remember, one of the guys in the comments said that their hood or
Hey, don't
one
forget
gang
Landon
goes back to
Kings. They're
1948.
out there in Chicago, right? Or is that New York?
Yeah,
Latin Kings, yeah, that's where they started, and those are
yeah,
dudes. Those dudes are nobody to
We
play
got
with.
Landon Kings over here with their 13s now.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's
yeah.
That's crazy.
No, I mean Chicago's no joke, bro. I mean, look at me. I went into get Puerto Rican food, and they instantly, oh, this dude ain't from around here. I mean, it's never happened again. I don't really go there much to say that, and I don't go into the hoods. But Chicago has their own thing. It's distinguished just like LA, bro. It's just two
and
different
see the
things.
difference. I just want to emphasize that part. When the gentleman in the comments said that that their hood been around since 1948. You got Mexicans there in 1948.
Chicago or New York?
Chicago.
What's that?
I'll check it out.
He asked who had the better pizza, Chicago, New York. I've been to New York, and I'm not a pizza guy. It gives me heartburn. I don't even. But Chicago pizza would be better.
And
My
that deep
opinion.
dish, tell them, bro, bam, bam, tell
Yeah,
them that deep
yeah.
dish shit is not
But
real.
but
Bro.
but our hamburgers
Oh no,
are
not
way
yet,
better.
not
They
yet,
have nothing that
not
compares
yet,
to.
dog.
They have nothing out here, bro, that compares to a Tommy's, a Louis Burgers in Compton or Long Beach, or any of those broil.
I gotta put you
Like
on.
the Tams, the Tommy's are fantastic burgers. Like they have nothing. American Eagle, they have nothing that compares to that. I'm
You ain't
sorry.
had it yet. You ain't been out enough to have it.
I've been deep into Chicago, bro, and and just to have a burger, I'm like, man, I literally, me and my wife literally have to make our own burgers, and we get the because now you can get secret sauce, and we cut up the onions little and the lettuce little, and we make it to like close to back home.
I
La
gotta
comida
put you on,
mexicana.
dog.
White Castle. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, I don't mess with
Oh,
White
White
Castle, bro.
Huh?
That's like
Yeah, okay.
the White Castle, right?
When you
Yeah,
buy
yeah.
it,
He never had it. You never had it, man.
jalapenos and cheese. That's just dope.
Yeah, I don't really. I don't.
High power. Shout out. Let's see.
What up, High Power? Yeah, I don't like White Castle at all.
It's not a burger. White Castle's like some drunk shit
What up,
you
High
eat at
Powers?
2 in the morning and regret it the next day. White Castle will fuck you up, bro.
Yeah,
I gotta put them right on.
yeah.
Yeah,
So-
White Castle will fuck up your whole night.
It's playing on another phone. I can hear it both. I don't know.
Yeah, House Painter's going at it with House
They
Painter.
beat
Not
hard, right?
Yeah, I think him and Tony. They might
That's
have beef
crazy.
from other streams.
Damn, that's crazy.
Tony, from dude, a mask on his face too.
No,
Nah,
in the chat.
not
In the
that guy.
chat.
Not Tony from a current story.
Well,
Current
I
prisoner.
don't know. Everybody who's saying their saludas on when it's coming up, I miss them sometimes. I'm slow, so when I'm reading them, I don't want anybody to think like I'm ignoring them. So I'm not. If they come up, I'll see like, oh, so there's a couple later, I'll be like, oh shit, I didn't see that. And it's hard to answer sometimes because I miss it.
Yeah.
And it's out to everybody. I miss it. It ain't personal. I'm just slow.
Yeah.
I catch on.
Yeah. High Power. White Castle is like Jack in the Box in the Midwest.
Hey, we just got
Everywhere.
Jack in the Box. Have you tried them yet? Here?
Hey, you know what about Jaguars? They got that one. That what's it called? Oh my God, Smash Burger.
They have that a lot out here. I trust me when I tell you, I gotta make my own hamburgers, bro.
I gotta put you on, bro. One day we're gonna link up. I'm gonna show you, Doug. You're come on, man. Pizza, deep dish, pizza, garbage. Chicago deep dish, trash. That's not what we eat. We eat thin crust, tavern style, bro. Pan pizza. We don't fuck around with that deep dish. That's tourist shit. Same shit with the fucking burgers, dog. I gotta take you to a couple spots, bro.
Yeah. Hold on. This comment is interesting. Let me hold on. The house painter has to be has to be mad because Doves look like a dummy for putting out the narrative about exposed to. That's him as like a motherfucker, bro. That's him like a motherfucker. That's one thing, dude. Like, that's why I almost did that video again. But Chemos did his job. And Chill
Hey, MCC Chicago, that's downtown, bro. That's that building with no windows. That's the Fed building, bro. That's where R. Kelly was
Put him
locked
on
up.
live.
He got beat up.
Put who on live?
Anarchist said he went through MCC Chicago.
Oh,
That's the Fed building downtown, bro. It's like a brown building with no windows.
yeah.
Hey, I remember a couple years ago, 2 dudes fucking escaped from there, bro, using bed sheets like a movie, bro. That shit was wild.
No shit.
But yeah, hey, on some real shit, Bam. I gotta put you on, bro.
Yeah, we'll do it,
We
bro.
gotta link up one day. I'll take the ride far and shit. Go hit you up and bring you out here and fucking, you know what I'm saying?
Is that on Imperial in front of the Nickerson Gardens? Because if it is, I've had that high power. There's a secret burger spot somewhere in Watts, and that might be it. But you remember the guy, huge.
Hey, Chamoy, no one's running me off. I appreciate it though, man. Like I said,
Oh,
I left
nice.
YouTube out of that shit because they're a bunch of fucking.
Yeah, I don't want. Yeah,
I'm not gonna
I'm
use
staying
Top
away
Out.
from
I'm
that.
not gonna use that shit. Like I said, I could care less about their prison status. They were just lame. Chicano Tube, he's a fucking lame. That dude's trying to be a teenager when he's like 40 some years old. He's trying to have glory because he was a nobody back then, bro. You could tell he ain't never had a girlfriend. I ain't never did none. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's you got. Yeah, that's you guys got
He
that.
never had-
Fun.
He never had a childhood. He was like long.
Look, I'll say this. The only thing I don't like about that, bro, is that when he sent me that message saying, like, you want to come on to have peace talks, or if not, you know what time it is. I'm like, fool, this ain't fucking real life.
He's trying to get shit up.
Even though he when I used to watch his shit, you know what I mean, or when I see his clips, he does say this is fake, and I get it. But I just thought that was odd. And I can't go on stream with L and him, who's hiding his paperwork.
I remember that.
Yeah, remember that? Like, that's where I draw the line, bro. Like, I don't got to talk shit at that time about that dude, but I'm not going to go on the stream with him. And here's another thing. And shout out to High Power Fitness. I know a lot of people feel a certain way, but that's one of the guys I rock with. He said in his video, you went and Slugs, I got nothing against Slugs, but you had pistol with Slugs. What is, you know what I mean? We got to draw the line. Like, that's what I'm saying. This YouTube shit is fake. Let's just be real. I'm trying to pretend I'm in the shoe. Okay. But I'm not going to get caught up in the same content with those dudes. Right. Just like I don't have to mention them really or talk about them if I don't want, you know what I'm saying? So that was never going to work. So there was never really there was nothing to discuss. Plus, I firmly believe that fucking SNY Tube is the fucking guy that did the interview. You know what I mean? That's just that's just how it is for me. And there's a thing about the way people speak, articulate. There's another word, but you guys know what I'm trying to say. It's like sometimes how you can figure out a troll is this other troll, the vernacular, and that shit is dead on, bro. And that's the thing that I find, like I said in that last video I did, that people will sit and say, fuck it, you know, as long as he's making fun of fucking Peseta John, which is something I can do in my own content by myself, right? So, you know, like I said, when people hide their face, they have the absolute advantage anyway. So it don't really matter whether it's him or not. That dude was on a fucking peseta yard with him. Facts. Tony won't go face to face. Come on, man. Tony was in High Desert. Hey, I think me and this dude were on the same yard because we don't remember high, low yard in High Desert. I do know there were 4 blocks, A, B, C, D. That I do know. And I think this fool was on the same yard at the same time, but I don't remember.
Give me a second. I'm gonna answer you quick.
Yeah, go ahead. All right. I don't remember if I went to yard and Tony, you were in High Desert. I don't remember if we went to yard with all the same blocks. I almost feel like I don't think we did, bro. I just don't fucking remember. And you know what? I'm glad I don't remember because that was fucking 2000. That was a long time ago. But let me see the tour. I'm just defending myself, but no. Yeah. But other than that, see, and then I got a little bit of shit from like Chemos or whoever else about booting people, man, I don't want that shit in here, bro. Straight out. Fuck all that peseta shit. Today I had up to 50, 60 people. We're chilling. We're talking about Chicago, talking about food. You know, again, you got like, you know, SNY2 will go live. When they go live, all that shit could go over there.
And they don't get bored, bro. I'm gonna ask you honestly, Bam. That shit don't get boring, bro. Like that whole Gunner and fucking like. So who's the bigger target, Gunner or fucking Dubs because he lied? Like, what do you?
I don't even care. I don't care about.
No, I'm saying their point of view. What do you think in their view, in their vision?
The resistance,
yeah,
or the movement.
Yeah.
It's just troll Dubs, bro. That's how. Look, dude. That's how. See what I mean? It always goes back to the fucking lames. He's polarizing, bro. He's polar. I've told the story. I'm tired of saying like how I knew a guy through a baseball card that knew fucking that was on a yard with Dubs and knew Folsom, bro. Blah 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 blah. That's how polarized. He is the epitome of the. He is the worst former homie, former Southsider that's on the internet. He, to me and to a lot of people, he's a disgrace to the whole Southern California. That's just my opinion. This is why he gets trolled. This is why he has this bad karma and this bad energy. And I'll only go to fucking SNY2 that this dude was on a piece of shit yard with them, saw him on the internet, and said, I'm going to do the same thing, but to him. That was my whole thing. I'll say it here. That was my whole thing with that. And I tried to say it in a certain way when in reality I should have just been straightforward and said, look, and I'll say it here, and I've said it again, these fools that individual had a chance to fry that motherfucker. He did not have to show his face still, but he could have said, yeah, I was exactly on that yard. I was the one on the interview. They didn't have to hide his fucking voice. He could have said, oh yeah, I was at Calipatra, whatever yard, whatever building with this fool. And that fool acted like a lame. Fried. Dubs is done. But because he himself is probably shaky, you know what I mean? He himself is probably a peseta for whatever, he don't want to show his face. And I do believe they slipped with all that the evidence that they left as far as the shit being in the chat and all that. Yeah.
I mean, so let me ask
you're right, Cisco. You know, it always comes back around, though. See how we did good for a good stretch, and then it always comes back to the pesetas, bro.
I mean, but you gotta understand too, bro. Like they're everybody in our chat in some way, form, or fashion, you know, they're in that same circle of like the viewership. They watch them for certain reasons or whoever. Like I said, I'm not gonna lie. When lame fucking Chicano 2 puts out a video, I'll click on it, skim through it, just so I can hear the lies and the bullshit and him laughing and him hitting that same stupid laughing effect and the gunshots. You know, like it's entertaining, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like this.
I mean, it can. I mean, look. Regardless, Peseta 2 it got Dubs to fucking give us a lot of content, and it was enjoyable for a minute. But the moment, another thing, one of my biggest mistakes is there was a time where that interview was still on El's channel. That's another reason why I said, "Oh no, sabes qué? You know what I mean?"
Let's talk about some controversial shit, bro.
What's
ready?
That? Yeah.
Chicano rap. Yes, no. I say hell no.
You just gotta. I'm gonna put you on speaker. You're on. Yeah. Okay. Fine. Yeah. Fuck the lames. I don't do Chicano rap, bro. Sorry. I don't do homie rap, essay rap. There was a time long ago. I think I was 23. I don't remember. I was coming from Long Beach. I was living in Long Beach, and I think in LA they used to have like a Sunday they played that music, and there might have been a 1 or 2, 3 songs I enjoyed, but other than that, dude, I don't. It's not my thing.
That shit hot.
Not really.
See, he don't like it either.
Hey, that shit. Look at being from Chicago, right? Back in the day, we used to listen to all the same West Coast shit, right? Fucking Snoop Dogg, Dre, Eazy-E, fucking God knows how many others, rappers and shit and whatever. Same shit with like with Texas, right? When they came out with their shit, like fucking or Memphis, right, with 3-6 Mafia. So yeah, there's history of like other, and in Chicago we had our own shit, Twista, Crucial Conflict, Do or Die. I'm sure some of you guys out there heard of them. Now to me, Chicano rap, bro. I'm not trying to be bogus. I'm not, like I said, this is my opinion. I got a friend, right? Matter of fact, we have the same name. We have the same first name. Man, he used to play that. He used to pick me up. We used to go cruising, and he used to play that shit, bro. I'd be like, turn that shit off, bro. Turn that shit off. Hot garbage.
Yeah. I stayed on 6th in Atlantic, bro, in front of the Louis. Right in front of the Louis. I could walk across the street and always go get my girl that pastrami sandwich. They have, and that's another thing, William. They have nothing over here in Chicago.
Bro, nah, don't say that, Doug. Don't say that. Man, I gotta there's a place over here. Like I said, bro, one day we're gonna link up. I'm gonna take you. There's a place over here, bro. It's on 167th, bro, and like it's the south suburbs too. It's like Palos Heights or some shit. Bro, they got a fire ass pastrami sandwich, roast beef. They do these big ass sandwiches for like $18. They're huge, bro. They're like 2 pounds pastrami on rye. There's a lot of shit, bro.
Hey, real quick, Tony, he's got to be from that area, bro. Yeah, I mean, he could be a West Sider, but the way he talks, it all of it points to South Central, Compton, or Watts. It's very distinct. And even Peseta John was trying to like take shot. I don't even think he's a homie. Nah, you know what I mean? And you know what? What's up with the Lames exposing why he got rolled up out of High Desert?
Again. Hold on,
right? So they never really had nothing on him but what they got. But that's him all day, every day, bro.
Hey, no, rap. I do like King Cash. This is dope. And I don't know, but that's just pretty cool. But King Cash, I like King Cash.
Yeah. Cuban Bakery in front of the Jack in the Box.
Hey, you remember what we were talking about earlier? The dude the Toker show? Like, his rap, I don't really like to rap much, but when he had his show, whatever it's called, I don't know, he was cool to listen to. Before he got murdered, that was fucked up.
Yeah. He said, baby is Pops, baby from my old letter. Yeah. I don't know, but that's all interesting. So, hey, yeah, that was before my time.
Let me
real quick. Did you ever listen to anything of his? No. Heard none of his stuff, huh? He's the one who paved the way because he with Eazy-E. You know, they were MWA, Mexicans with attitude.
Oh, yeah, no.
Yeah, it's all, man. He got some dope ass stories. You should hear some of his old shit. It was like the Cheesecake Factory. They went down there and all them fools rolled up. They were against him, Sugar or whoever it was against him, and against Eazy-E. And then you got a story where he goes up and just Eazy-E, and they surround him. I guess it was whoever, Death Row. And they surround him, and all of a sudden the homies roll up, and they're like, nah, because we'll come out strapped up. And they're like, oh, like, it's like that. And he was just laughing. Because, in the end, before he passed away, he was tight with all the homies. They had his back, strong. And, their fools all bow down like little bitches, dude, all of them.
Yeah. I agree with that. I was telling Cholo earlier that I believe that there's a lot of resentment between the brown and black that it'd be a long time before they would put one over to cross them over, to help them cross over. Yeah. And maybe the homies don't need them and they could do it on their own. But the record business, bro, is brutal. So I don't know. It
is. But like I'm saying, like Eazy-E, that was one of the greatest right there. And he was rocking with the homies, straight up with homies in the end.
Well,
when he was dying, they weren't even, he didn't, all that movie, Straight Outta Compton?
Yeah.
That shit wasn't based on, it wasn't real. The story should have been told by like someone like Joker or something to what really happened with that. Because that shit was fake. I don't know if you knew that. They just kind of changed it all around, but it wasn't. They didn't want to give the other homies the props. The one who had Easy's back was homies, straight up homies. The East Side Threshers and everybody else. And I don't know, it's like the real story.
Yeah.
And then that dude Toker, what I was telling you earlier about how he was telling the story once. This is when I started listening to all this, the podcast and whatever. When he was telling the story,
Best set that
about
mind.
his homeboy Joker from East Side Threshers, who's a black fool, and that guy ended up with him in the cell. And when I got to Calipat, it came out. I was like, hell no, they're trying to set me up with the black fool. But he threw a big one ass. He's like, no, they call me Joker from East Side Threshers. And he was dope as hell. When he got out, he got killed. They ran him over. So when I'm listening to Toker, and he's talked about his boy. That's my boy. When I got out, he's black, and but he spoke more Spanish than I did. And my parents had more love to him, mama, papa, whatever. And tell about a story about when they busted some dudes who busted his dad's eye or something. His eye was all swollen. But he's talking about Joker from East Side Threshers, and that was my celly. And then after that, I started listening to all this shit, and that's where we're at now. And it was a trip. That dude Toker, but they killed Toker in Mexico because he's caught up with all the
my cousins.
people.
I got cousins in the lower bottoms, bro. They never seen that dude. So, well, there's some stuff that they were saying. I'm just saying that, like, I got cousins in the lower bottoms, bro. I'm 49. They're older than me and a bit younger. They never seen that dude. But that doesn't mean that he's not. No, I'm something else.
Are you talking about someone else?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
I'm sitting in code to Tony, yeah. So, yeah. But, yeah, man, I don't know. But look, let me see, 9 o'clock, hour and a half. Before I get out, I will say that I do believe the Buffalo Bills will beat Denver tomorrow.
My dad's a Buffalo fan. I got family in Buffalo. My New York fam, cousins and shit.
You know, I do believe it, bro. I think we could get it done, but I don't know if we can go all the way to the Super Bowl. That I don't know with that defense.
Hey, what about the Bills and the Bears, my boy?
I got Buffalo, bro. I think we could beat any of the. If we get out of the AFC, bro, do you understand? Like the road, Josh Allen would have to go all the way on the road. You got to go through Denver, then you might have to go through New England or Houston. I don't see an NFC team that could beat us. Maybe Seattle because their defense, but I don't even know who Seattle quarterback is. Josh Allen is the best player in football that's left in the playoffs. But it's football. He can't carry a whole team. Oh, look. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. I seen him through the 90s, but that's not an easy area. The Inglewood? Yeah, Inglewood, bro. Oh, the lower bottoms? Oh, bro, stop.
Inglewood.
Yeah. That shit was. Yeah, that shit was brutal. It's like a lot of people, like it's a lot. Like, see how you say different Chicago, LA. When I talk about the lower bottoms, I'm talking about like a particular part of South Central, bro, that was like, dude, just exaggerated war. You know what I mean? A lot of people passed.
Fucking
but,
remember the Hoover, Vermont? You went out there, you get like all the bud when bud was
yeah.
Crazy. You pull up.
Oh no, we knew a spot in Playboys like that you could go. You didn't have to go to Pico, Hoover or whatever, Hoover, Alvarado. You just went off of Pico. You turned into like by Dino's, and you went down a little hill. There were prices there selling the old brick weed.
Okay, yeah. So the old dirt. I heard remember the Arizona with the good shit.
He's a White Sox fan, William.
Oh, fucking right. Fucking right, my boy.
You can put it on the board.
Motherfucking Bears, White Sox, Bulls.
I work with a bunch of Colts fans.
Cub killer. Hell yeah.
So, hey, I was telling Mouse that we were probably on the same yard in High Desert, bro, and didn't even know it.
Yeah.
I just don't remember. I don't fucking remember, and I don't care to remember.
Don't you have some guy that's trolling you trying to say some dumb shit about?
Yeah, because I
look at the sections or whatever.
Yeah, because I said C-section and shit. Yeah, I fucked up. But
Yeah, you know what?
Bo
Real talk,
Jackson, fucking man.
I don't know how some of these guys, maybe they got this photographic memory, but I don't remember every CO and every home and every person and every plate and every. It's like, how is that possible?
Yeah.
I just don't. I remember none of the CO's names, none of them, and I know what I did, but I didn't forget about that. Like, fuck, who was it? So it's real easy to mistake. Like you said, there were like 4 sections when, there's 3 A, B, and C.
Yeah.
There's 4 fucking blocks on the yard.
Easy.
You know what I mean? But we could talk about that, and that's what we were talking about. I got on the yard to the right with the building. We were in the lower, right in front of us with the bars. You can do the bar work, and then you got the basketball courts to the left, handball to the left.
Yeah.
You get the upper yard, the lower yard, and there was no PC yard. That shouldn't even exist. Back then, so
back then, no, yeah.
It's easy to mistake that, you know what I mean? To remember, but if you're like Officer Vito, which is fucking, he remembers every name of every person and everything of every cop there. Who the fuck knows that? Like, are you reading it?
Well, I mean,
or are you just a straight rat? Which one is it?
Well, I mean, 20 whatever years and 13 PC. You know what I mean? I just don't remember, bro. Like, I know that. The fucking lame tried to tell me that there was no A block. How are you going to tell me when we're sitting there gambling and the homies will get mad at us, bro, that we were all at these tables in front of A block? Because, like, I was in D block. So it's like I come out, if I go straight, so that's the last block on that yard. And then there's a wall, right? And that the basketball courts was here. You walk through the basketball courts. There are the bar for bar work, and here's the handball court. You go straight is over the wall. You go to a canteen.
Yeah,
they let us play fucking softball, and then they quickly took the shit away. It was A block.
We had nothing like that when I was there.
Yeah, A block,
no way.
B block.
Wait, are you talking about High Desert, by the way? Or are you talking about someone else?
Yeah, I always say blocks. Yeah, High Desert. Yeah, so it's A building, B building, C building, D building, bro. And I missed my homeboy Downer. He was in C. I always said blocks, bro. C block. That's just what I remember.
Sections.
I was wrong on the sections, bro. There's A, B, C.
There's numbers for the blocks.
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever. You know what I mean? Like you have on your paper, your address thing. Was it your sports newspaper or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it does. I didn't go to the hole in High Desert, bro.
Yeah, no, I didn't go to the hole there.
No.
It's almost impossible.
Bro, it was too. That's what I tried.
Yard time first.
Bro.
You take one step out the yard.
Yeah. Yeah. But how many homies were so good? It was a solid yard. Like, dude, we had it easy, bro. We just were locked down a lot, but like we never, dude, it was easy. It was easy time, believe it or not, for a 4-yard 180, because majority of all the homies were good. Now remember, this is
the thing when it comes to like when I was in Pelican Bay Mainline, it's like it's a revolving door. As soon as you step out there, you take a number, and it's okay. You're gonna be next on the list to go hit somebody if they come through. I mean, me, I was raising my hand anyway, but I'm just saying it's just you keep it's solid ass yards because. They didn't have S and Y yards.
Yes, this is before.
Peseta was
yes.
Was a PC.
Yeah.
As we called them. Someone had a whole new definition of peseta. I forgot who the fuck was saying that. I think it was Slugs or whatever. But hey, peseta, I mean, peseta's a PC, straight up.
Straight up. Bro.
It's simple. But
yeah.
Them guys would come through, and it wouldn't take long because even the COs, they're like. It would definitely like leave a C-file open or whatever, and the border would be right there, and they sweep in, and they just like to read it. You know what I mean? Like they didn't like. No one liked them fools and rats or fucking Chomos especially. They never made it.
No.
But they would go there and they get exposed and they would get hit and they'd take it off the yard. Not always unalived, it ain't like today with them records are crazy, but there's no way you can make it on a regular GPR, but that's all there were for regular GPRs. There's no such thing as anything else.
And the troll did say something that kind of like, I do remember when the handball went over the other side, that might have been a no good. I don't remember, bro, like a no good yard.
It didn't became because it wasn't a no good yard when I was there. There's no such thing as that also. So like, how could it be?
No, there was something. There was,
98,
bro. There was something wrong with that yard, bro.
Okay,
Whatever was over the handball, wall from 98, 99, 2000, there was something up with that yard, bro. I don't know.
Like March of 98 on from that. We were obviously in the same yard. But if you hit the handball over, it always just got mad because you lost the handball.
No, they would throw it back over. I just don't do it so long ago. You know what? Who cares, bro?
But like the funny thing is, I told you how things were different then. Is like we were beefing with, it wasn't on the lower yard. There was Norteños on the yard, and that was fine. And no one was tripping on that yard. But on our yard, because the homies were different. The Bulldogs were there still. But Bulldogs, I told you, there's like maybe 11, 12 Bulldogs, and it was all whatever. And then, but
yeah,
no Norteños.
There was two Norteños. There was two Norteños.
Like, I don't know, 8 or 9 Norteños, or maybe even less. I don't know. It wasn't evenly numbered, but the homies just felt like they're like didn't give each other little, you know how we could get. And they're like, well, I like programming with no Norteños, so fuck it, we don't want them here. Just for shits and giggles, I don't want them here. And because they're all in the other yard, so let's send them over there. So we told the Bulldogs, hey, check it out. We want to kick off on the Norteños just because. And they said no. They said, nah, man, we can visit and all that shit because they weren't on lockdown like we were. And we're like, no, is that your final answer? They're like, yeah. We're like, all right. So the homies took off on the fucking Norteños, and then they ended up on the other yard, and then they're all good programming on the other side with the homies. And then when we went back to the yard, the homies took flight on the fucking Bulldogs and then sent word to all the other prisons. It's on site with the Bulldogs because they don't want to comply with the rules. And then it took from that point forward, like they're everywhere. And to this day, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. I know there was 2 of them from San Jose and the block that I was in. I know that because I sent one in the books because we were slammed so long, and they went to Canteen. That's facts. And they will let me use the notorious. They will let me use the notorious. No, they will let me use the Bone Thugs tape and another rap tape. Very respectful. You know what I mean?
Yeah, same thing with me. When I was with them, but that was in Pelican Bay. Pelican Bay in the main line. We were sending there were tapes back then. Since he the tape. And the tape. Yeah. And it's very respectful like that. Always.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
I think you should get Lowrider magazine. Remember Lowrider?
Yeah.
And I did Lowrider, so I showed him a Lowrider, and they showed me a tape, and we listened to it. And they sent it back. Very respectful. Very cool.
Yeah, William. No, I know, and I forgot to tell this story when I did my High Desert. There was a CO that back then the homies were thinking about whacking him, bro, because he would break our razors. He was a real dick, dude. And he was in D block, and then they moved him to another block.
Oh, you had razors? You remember when they took those?
No.
They would just bring them.
Nah, bro. I should have them in the cell. No, you were not allowed to have them in the cell. They would throw them under your. Yeah, they go around, they walk around, they throw them under your, and then they come back and get them.
Do you remember how we'd be able to like get those razors and fold the seals? We'd break them and take the top of a ramen, a fucking pack, because they were, it's silver, and snap it back in there, and they would just look at it real quick thinking it was a blade, but it wasn't. Yeah.
Well, hold on. I missed it. Yeah. So me and the homie, we're just gonna be going live, bro. William, May, Ray King. Yeah.
Hey, Henry, shout out to you. Yeah, Crazy Nick. I haven't seen him on live, bro, or I haven't seen shit with him in years, bro. He used to be on Gunner's channel. He was a weird guy from Minnesota with the curly hair. He had like a Jerry curl.
Yeah. I think I could go probably about to 9:30, bro. I'm getting hungry. What up, bro? No, he's not, bro. No, he's not. Yeah. So, yeah, like I said, man, we're just going to be changing it up, fellas. And see, it was cool today.
Maybe all the shadows. We get Shadow in here.
Yeah, and Diesel.
And Diesel. Yeah, I want to figure out how to. Yeah, that'll be dope.
All I need is their Gmails, bro.
I'm here the homie for Chicago right now, so he's saying that I'm not ignoring you, bro. I can't even. It's weird on the phone. I can't hear you.
Oh, you can't hear me?
I can hear him, but yeah, I don't think he can hear me.
I really can't hear. For some reason, I don't know how to do.
Yeah. No, I think I'm gonna run in. I think I'm gonna run in and give me some Fat Boy food.
Hey, real quick, bam! They got Jack in the Box out here now.
Well, there's one like I looked up in Algonquin.
Oh
Where-
yeah. Wait, that's
Yeah.
that's like Northern Illinois.
Yeah. I know they got Hardee's, bro, but they don't have the Western bacon cheeseburger, bro.
There's a Jack in the Box in Joliet. There's two of them.
Oh man, dude,
There's another one in New Lenox.
That's far.
I work out there in New Lenox, bro. There's one right there, dog. Oh shit.
What up, Henry? Yeah, so yeah, man, we'll be changing it up. See, man, we had a few people in here. You know what I mean?
How many were in there? There's a lot.
Right, it dwindled now, but we sustained a good crowd. I gotta give the homies something else, but the fucking, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand that.
Yeah, dude.
Hey, we gotta do a live one day.
Be
Just do
careful.
some music and chill. Don't worry about the monetizing. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Is that what it is?
Hold on. Yeah, my bad. You guys were. Yeah, I think the audience. Nah, I think today, if you were looking, how many people we had? We did well. It was decent. I think people are, would hang out and chill in the live. We don't gotta, you know what I mean? Because they know where if they want to go see, they can just go watch fucking SNY Tube as he cooks fucking 50 cents. You know what I mean? Or go watch fucking Mikey do his thing, the same shit over and over, the lames and the this and that. We were able to have different conversations, bro. So that was cool.
Well, what I'm curious about, hey, so what about for you guys that, however you guys work at, monetization or whatever, or when you're not on live, but people still watch it, right? And people don't they watch the lives when they're not live anymore?
Yeah.
Did that?
It does well.
Did that
Yeah.
as far as like whatever goes?
Yeah, it does well, bro.
Like you could get some kind of whatever for it. Like,
Yeah. Not much.
Yeah, it's like commercials. They play commercials.
Yeah.
People get paid fucking 20 years later. They're still getting paid off of a certain commercial.
This is Campolero, and this is the homie Chicago, bro. Me in Chicago will be streaming I gotta talk to I don't know, either Friday or Sunday. We don't know yet, but we'll be linking up, and then Campolero will come on, John Diesel, and Willie. We're trying to, Shadow. So Sean, I am trying to steer away from talking about those fucking lames. There's
absolutely.
Yeah, there's channels for that they can go do that. I'll talk about them like how we kind of did, and maybe less after today, unless something really hot happens and shit, or they drop a diss video on me and I gotta go back out there, whack them, and come back to the hole. You know what I mean? Yeah. So,
hey, you want to hear a quick? You already like.
So, hold on, Tony. Let me answer it. Tony, it gets monetized anyway, bro, because of the ads. So just like no music. There's a lot like you can't do music and you can't do a bunch of stuff, or you can get monetized. I think I made $30, and I didn't even know I could off of the video where I did the whole exposed tube and all them fucking lames. I'm like $30 off that. No, yes, I did. And then there's one where I cursed too much, where I didn't get nothing out of it. But in one of those lives, I was like, damn, $30, that's cool. I ain't even got my first YouTube view taxation check. Yeah, bro. Other than that, a few more minutes.
I think I'm gonna do a video on how deep the respect and the fear goes with our big homies in this just period from other factions and just I don't know how to explain it, but it's I think I didn't talk about now how hear a quick little story.
I got 10 minutes, big dog.
Yeah, it's less than that probably.
Yeah. Go ahead. Shoot.
When I was in Telecommunications, we had big homies with us, whatever. And one of the neighbors, one of the neighbors, because there's only four on top, four on bottom. He was up north, but he was a dropout of some sort. I mean, like they were looking for him too, in other words. And but back then, you don't have access to anybody, and but the respect level, as we were talking about earlier, doesn't matter who or where you are. When we're in themselves, the respect level always remains. And well, I used to get the Lowrider magazine, and this cat, he single cell, but he told me, he said, ask picking up, I said, like, your Lowrider magazine. I'm like, yeah, it's no problem. So I sent it to him. And I sent him a couple of them, and it was always cool. And he said, later back one day, but one day I'm looking at it, and I noticed above the eye of the cover of the Lowrider magazine, there's an X1V. He literally defaced my magazine, put X1V on it, takes the eye and shit above it on my magazine. And I'm like, what the fuck? It's kind of crazy. So I got at him, but I was kind of hot, but I wasn't, we don't get loud. Mm-hmm. So I kind of was at his door, and I was whispering, like, hey, motherfucker, what the fuck? You're going to disrespect my shit like that? Like, why would you write on my magazine and then what you wrote? It ain't cool. I mean, I've been cool with you. And then I didn't know how to go about it. I was younger, but I wanted to shoot. But I was just hot. And I'm not going to be self-soldier and all that, but I'm like, hey, motherfucker, And then all of a sudden, one of the legends, he came up, and he's like, hey, Mouse, to my son, what's going on? And what do you mean? He said, I heard you engage in some kind of conversation with a boy over there. And I was like, it's okay, I got it, And he said, no, what do you do? So I let him know. And they said, don't worry, we'll take care of it. He went, and he just talked to him. He had no access to this person. He just had a conversation with him real quietly. And next thing you know, the legend came by. He said, Mouse, it's been taken care of. Just give him a list of what you want every month. I'm like, what do you mean? And he's like, they'll send you a kite. I got a kite from this guy who defaced my shit, and he said, hey, I'm so sorry. I was going through with my lady, and this and this and that. He's like, give me a list. We can only go $35 a month canteen. He said, here, make a list for like $30 so I can get $5 at least for some hygiene. And then after that, every single month that you're here, I'll give me a list for like $10 of it, and I'll give you $10 a canteen just because of just with respect, and I should have never done that. So I apologize. I was like, what the fuck did they tell you? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was crazy when he did. He would shoot me a store list and make me a list. I'd make him a list, and he'd shoot me a store every month as long as he was there. And that was crazy because he wrote on my magazine on the hit. Like, it always tripped me out that respect and fear level that are
yeah,
people will have on certain people. You know what I mean? It's amazing. You know what I mean? It's like,
yeah.
And I don't know. That was the story.
Yeah. No, that was cool.
But anyway,
yeah. That was a story you should tell, bro, when you do your channel, man. But I know you're working, man.
Yeah, but I mean, I'll do some shit. I just dropped one, but the clarity was really bad, so I'm dropping the same thing again. Hopefully it's better. I'm trying to be funny in that one, like I'm some kind of comedian or something. Like,
yeah. What up, Machete? Machete, I scrolled that.
Machete, huh?
Yeah, I scrolled that Instagram, bro. I don't. Not that I don't trust you or nobody, but just there's other people. I just knocked it off, bro, because all these doxing people, my kids. But look, I got 7 more minutes. I mean, you know what? I think next week we're gonna do I'm gonna work with the homie Chicago. We're gonna maybe do segments, bro, like topical situations, so we're more organized and we're not just all over the place. Yeah, so see, that's my wife already telling me I gotta give my boys a bath. So,
or something that's kind of a big deal, real quick.
Yeah.
And this is gonna sound like, I don't know, kind of gay to some people, but just it matters I'm out of town working. I'm in San Diego. I'm always out of town working, but for some reason, my girl is really going through it, and she's thinking crazy thoughts. Like, I'm out here talking to people. I'm doing nothing but working my ass off. So I want to say, Anisha, my girl, I love you, and stop tripping because I'm not doing nothing foul, nothing at all, but working and sleeping. That's it. And of course, shout out to Chicago, to you bands, to
Shout out.
and you know what I mean?
Okay.
I had to say that.
All right, big dog.
So she knows, you know. So I apologize.
No, it's all good.
That. I mean,
yeah. All right, big dog.
All right, everybody, I'm out. I'm getting ready for work. It's about that time.
Okay. Be safe.
West.
Hell yeah.
All right. Yeah, man, that was cool. See, we did it, dude. We had a, we spent a little bit of time on them, not too much, and we're going to continue to like distance that conversation. And we had a good one today.
Yeah. Of course.
Be a bit more structured. We'll work together. Maybe we could do it in segments, bro. Maybe there's some other topics we could talk about.
We gotta work on that. Like I said, bro, I gotta put you on with the burger spot. We're gonna do a food tour and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We gotta do that food tour. We gotta do some sightseeing. You know what I'm saying? Hey, the weather's gonna break pretty soon. Hey, look at. I don't know how it is. I know in LA it hits fucking 45 degrees and you motherfuckers get all cold and don't want to come outside. No, I'm just playing. Out here 45, that's cookout weather, bro.
Yeah, I know.
Go out in shorts and shirts and shit. You know.
West, y'all. All right, homies. I'm gonna cut it. The wifey already put the chancla, bro. She sent me the wheela. Oh, hold on. Hold on. No, this one. Hold on, eh?
She's on the staircase with the chancla right here.
Yeah, my wife says, shut that shit down and come give the boys a bath.
Oh yeah.
So, hey, homie. Hey, I appreciate everybody for stopping by. See, we can do some things, and it always got to be level 4 pegadas. Throwing levas off the tier. There's spots for that. Here we're gonna change it up. We're gonna talk good shit. So all right, homies.
I got the Diablo fucking right here, dog.
Yeah.
Diablo.
Hey, unless they start trying to shoot at me, then I gotta fire back. But other than that, hey, good luck to everybody. If your football teams are still left, good luck. If you're neutral, give me some energy for the Buffalo Bills, bro. We don't got a Super Bowl, man. Hit that like button on your way out if you choose to. And everybody, God bless.
I'm fucking around.
Be safe. Don't drink and drive. And Viva Centro America, claro que sí. Don't drink and drive, and be safe, man. God bless everybody.
All right, bro. I'm gonna holler at you.